What's up, yo? Welcome back to the channel. Breaking Bad, Season 3.
What?
Episode 1.
What? I forgot we were on Season 3. We haven't watched this since last week.
Yeah, we are into a new season, coming off of one of the most intense, sad, upsetting, just all around crazy finale. I mean, it is absolutely amazing and so cool that they hid basically the result of what all those cold opens were in the titles of the episodes.
Yeah, that was
so cool.
What was it? 747 down over Albuquerque?
Yeah, or 737. Yeah,
whatever the numbers were.
730.
Over ABQ.
Yeah, like every episode that the cold open appeared in had a title that basically.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, what are these titles? Yeah. Over and like. Yeah. The number.
I don't think I would have ever in a million years would have ever figured that out.
No.
I would love to know all the people out there, if there are any people out there who actually were like looking at like the season names. List and were like, that's weird. Like, I wonder who actually.
Say that.
Yeah. I wonder if there's people out there who actually figured it out without any help.
Yeah, without help.
Yeah, and how that. Like, did they leak it? Was Breaking Bad like, hey, pay attention to the titles? Or, like, did they ever throw out any hints out there? Because, obviously, we're watching this way behind schedule, many years later. So, yeah, I'm very curious about that. But, so, yeah, two planes crashed into each other. Jessica Jones's pop, clearly not in the right state of mind.
Sorry, a.k.a. Jane.
Clearly not in the right state of mind to be going back to that job. Like, obviously he took time off, right. But still, like,
it wasn't enough.
He said her name while, like, calling out the coordinates or whatever they're calling out during their job. Air
traffic controlling.
And it's like...
That's not good.
They should have, like... I don't know if they should have, like sat him down and had a conversation with him to make sure he was good.
There should be, like, therapy and counseling sessions.
There was, yeah, and that's a really, really bad situation. I mean, there were signs about stuff all over this episode, too. Like, there was a pink, like, stuffed animal in that mural in Jane's room.
That was crazy.
Yeah, just randomly hanging, just falling. It was basically falling.
Yeah. In
the mural. It was like, oh my God.
Also,
like,
yeah.
Walt's color, he's wearing the pink shirt. Like, there was just stuff all over the place. And, like, Skyler is gone. She bounced. She figured out all of his lies. Yeah. She did a really good job investigating.
Second cell phone.
It just started with the second cell phone, and then she was like,
what?
I'm going to check out all this other activity he's up to. And he got caught up real bad. He had nothing to say. No. There's nothing to, like, what do you say?
Wait, you can't say anything.
There's nothing to say.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This point. No,
there's no excuse, there's no explanation, there's nothing that you could come up with without telling her the truth, which she's like, I don't want to know. Like, yeah, that's you don't want to know what he's actually up to because it's probably going to hurt you in the long run knowing what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, so we were watching Simpsons earlier, and I was like, you know what? Walter White looks like Flanders.
When he had hair.
Yeah. When Walter White had hair, he totally looked like Flanders.
That's pretty funny.
Howdy do, neighbor. Oh my God. I was like, wait a minute. He looks just like that.
That's pretty
Sweaters
funny.
and everything.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. What do you think is going to go down? How do you see that? Like, do you think Walt's like, cool, I'm like free now, I don't have to lie anymore, I can go do my business? Or is he going to like be completely ruined and like depressed and just super upset and like try to continuously get her and his family back? Like, how do you think?
I will take option B. I'd say he's very upset.
I have a feeling there's going to be a mix. I have a feeling part of him is going to be like, screw that, like I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, and also I would stop payments on that PayPal. Stop funneling money to the PayPal, Sal.
Yeah.
Saul. Sorry. Saul.
Better call Saul. Yeah, it's all pretty wild. I'm still kind of very interested in Hank and his investigation. Like, because they're starting to realize that they're not selling in Albuquerque anymore, and they've kind of gone to all the neighboring, all the states, and like,
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good for anyone.
I just feel like they're just getting closer and closer and closer.
But I was also thinking, I was like, since Gus actually knows Hank, is Gus gonna do something to Hank? Like, I don't want you researching any of this shit.
I mean, I don't know.
Or would that actually, like, heighten the investigation, like, looking for Gus?
I think it just puts Gus into a position of, like, more control. If he had intentions to continue working with Walt, which I would have to imagine.
That's probably over now. Well, that's probably over. Like, oh, like, wait, you guys are related?
He's like, you have a brother-in-law in the DEA? Like,
hell no.
That seems real dangerous.
I'm never calling your ass again.
It talks about, like, it goes back to what he said when they first met. He's like, you're not careful. You're not, like, that's super reckless. Being a drug dealer when you've got, and it's not like they're just, like, distant brother-in-law. Like, they're close. They see each other all the time.
He's trying to raise money for him. Like, you don't raise money for some distant
exactly.
Like, brother-in-law.
Like, so that's a huge red flag. And again, if they continue to work together, that'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, Jesse's now in rehab, getting worked on.
I hope he is okay, because
once again, it came back. We feel bad for him again.
We do. We feel bad for him again. Like, he's really thinking that he killed Jane.
Yeah. And he's, like, repeating what Walt said out in the desert, like, I deserve this.
I know.
And, like,
I had it coming.
Jesse, no.
Yep, I deserve it.
Tough situation. A lot. That was a super heavy finale. You ready to jump into this premiere?
Yes.
Let's go. And this episode is No Moss, which I believe is no more.
Yes.
No more what?
See. No more Walt in the house. What is happening? Oh no. What is happening here? What in the world?
Is this like normal activity? Because people are just standing around like just doing their thing.
This looks like some crazy like Fear the Walking Dead bullshit. What is happening?
Or they're just working on their military crawls. Okay.
It's got the chills. Whoa!
So some interesting boots.
Are these twins? The fuck? Yeah, army crawl in a suit. That's fucked. Is that a picture of Heisenberg?
Oh, shit.
Is this like a voodoo thing?
I don't know what that is, but that ain't good, and I have no idea what is going on.
I don't like any of that. None of it.
That is... wow. No clue. Can't be good for them, though.
No.
We interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news.
Good afternoon. In the last several minutes, KOB has received dozens of reports of what appears to be a crashed aircraft, possibly two aircraft, on Albuquerque's east side.
The 8-seat King Air 350 was a charter flight operating out of St. George, Utah.
Final death toll now stands at 167.
Caused by improper air traffic control.
Confirmed it was indeed a lone air traffic controller's fateful mistake.
Donald Margolis,
Oh,
a 19-year
damn.
veteran of the FAA's Air Route Traffic Control Center.
Now known that Margolis had recently lost a daughter to a
Drug overdose, and a month before, his troubled daughter Jane Margolis, aged 26. The death of his only child hit Margolis particularly hard.
Yeah.
A little more than a month before, many are questioning the
Walt is probably like...
Oh, better call Saul.
He's everywhere.
Don't do it, you stupid shithead. What are you doing? No! Don't! No!
Oh,
What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Are you dumb? How are you gonna pay for all this shit?
wow.
You dipshit. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Oh, God, so stupid. So stupid. You're so stupid. Get in the top. Get in the. Just jump in. Damn it. There you go.
Jeez.
He has lost his damn mind.
I really just need this quick and easy.
Has he moved out?
We're in the process of moving him out. Yeah. My son and my daughter and I are staying with my sister.
Oh,
So
baby.
You've moved out?
Just temporarily, only so he could get his things. And it was supposed to happen last week, but then came the crash and we had debris land in our yard and all over our neighborhood. So apparently even parts of bodies. And so
Do you feel you have a good understanding of you and your husband's financial situation?
No.
You have no understanding of your.
Ah, shit.
As he's scooping just wads of cash out of his pool.
Right.
Oh, there's the eyeball.
It's tough. You beat a little tactical retreat, you regroup, and then absence makes the. I'm pulling for you, man. I'm pulling for you. Oh, no heavy lifting. I got it. What do you got in there? Cinder blocks.
$500,000 in cash.
That's the spirit.
He won't believe him. You just flat out told him. Hank's like, ha ha ha, you win.
Funny.
He will never view him in that light. Oh, what's up, Jesse?
Looks good.
I wonder if he has any idea what happened.
Who among you is here hoping they can actively improve who they are? All right. You should be here to learn self-acceptance.
Don't ask me to raise my hand.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thought I'd pass along the current contact information. You can always reach me on my cell. I've always got that on me. But
Which one?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, it's me. No, I'm not okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't even care anymore. Can you just give me a ride to school?
Okay.
Yep.
He's upset with his mama.
Well, I mean, they do need to fill him in on what the fuck is going on. He's old enough to understand. It's the other one.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
Is this gonna be a what the hell are you doing type of meeting?
I just find it, really
Bullshit.
really hard to concentrate
Bullshit.
because of all the horrors.
How do you know he's not dealing with some stuff?
Because he's one of those kids. It's like, oh my god, something bad happened. Yay! Now I get to get out of
They have
everything.
this thing where if your roommate kills himself,
See?
like if you come home and find
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
it's basically an automatic A, and I just think that kind of compassion is.
Dude,
is
shut
something
up. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if there's a God and all, why does he allow all those innocent people to die for no reason?
Yeah, Walt.
My neighbor found like this seat. This seat was standing perfectly upright in his front yard. There was still a pair of legs buckled into them. Human legs.
look on the bright side.
What bright side is that?
Nobody on the ground was killed. Gotta be some minor miracle. Plus, neither plane was full. What you're left with, just the 50th worst air disaster. Actually, tied for 50th.
No, dude.
53 crashes, throughout history that are just as bad or worse. Tenerife? Has anybody heard of Tenerife? 600 people died in Tenerife. Any of you even remember?
Awkward.
I doubt it. We will move on and we will get past this because that is what human beings do. We survive.
Like,
You are now hated by the entire school.
Well, I have the science guy talk. Is that,
You are now hated by the entire school.
Is that what he keeps telling himself?
You gotta survive.
About the whole just, oh, it's only the 53rd worst crash in air history?
No, tied for the 50th. Tied for the 50th.
But, like, is that his way of trying to, like, cope with everything that's gone down?
I don't know, man.
Or does he even not even realize the impact that he's had on his world?
I think he's in, like, he's a space cadet right now. What is happening? What are these guys doing? You better leave that little girl alone. This is super weird.
What the hell are they up to?
Take your clothes there.
Okay. They just gave up all their expensive stuff.
All their worldly possessions. That's so weird.
Hey, Flynn! How's tricks?
What?
Tricks, it's an expression.
Why you gotta treat him like this? Why you gotta be like this? Why can't you just talk even?
Hey,
He is real mad. I mean, he clearly has no idea.
Nobody's telling him anything.
He clearly has no idea what's going on at
I mean,
all.
but you don't want your children to be swayed one way or another. They want, I mean, without giving them adult conversation that they don't need to hear.
Yeah.
Jesse, we never hear from you. You can tell me I'm full of shit. It's okay. I don't mind. Have you ever really hurt anybody? I killed my daughter.
Oh, shit.
I was high on cocaine and I was drunk. I was out of vodka. Clock is ticking, so I jump in my truck. My 6-year-old daughter, she's playing at the end of the driveway. So... How do you not hate yourself? I did hate myself. But it didn't stop me from drinking and getting high. It just made it that much worse. Self-hatred, guilt, it accomplishes nothing.
That's brutal.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you can come back from that.
Yeah, he thought this was going to be a happy talk.
You haven't heard my side yet. You haven't heard any of it at all.
You're a drug dealer.
Whoa, shit. What?
Yeah.
Shit.
How else could you possibly make that kind of money?
2 cell phones.
Marijuana. That Pinkman kid.
You wish it was just marijuana.
Yeah. Cocaine?
Methamphetamine. I'm a manufacturer. I'm not a dealer.
And by the way, my stuff is named after you. If that makes you feel better.
I won't tell Hank, and I won't tell your children. Only if you grant me this divorce and stay out of our lives.
No, Skyler.
I mean it.
Shit.
Damn, man. But he just came. Yep, meth.
Holy shit.
It was like the first person he's ever been honest with. Damn.
Oh, Jesse's done, huh? No mas?
There's no moss to a lot of things. No moss marriage. No moss drug rehab. No moss happiness.
Honey, Saul has got it for you. And so as soon as you're feeling better...
I'm better. I'm done using.
That's good.
That's excellent.
I hope he is being honest.
You've been following this airplane crash? You know, it was Jane's dad who accidentally crashed them together because he was so torn up.
You are not responsible for this. Not in any way, shape, or form.
Does he spill the beans to him too?
Don't do it.
Sort of collision radar.
You either run from things or you face them, Mr. White. It's all about accepting who you really are. I accept who I am. I'm the bad guy.
Wow.
Is this going to be like a big shift in his character now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have an offer that I think would be of interest to you.
I'm done.
He's going to be like $10 million.
Right.
I am not a criminal. No offense to any people involved.
He's really not good with words.
This is not me.
$3 million for 3 months of your time.
Dang.
3 months.
You've got the time now. I mean...
$3 million. May I take this as a...
How do you turn down $3 million?
I have more money than I know how to spend. What I don't have is my family. The answer is still no.
Enjoy your meal.
Wow.
I would be terrified of him.
I don't get a feeling that he's okay with this decision.
Nope.
You don't just...
You can't leave me.
Yeah, I don't think Gus just lets you walk out like that.
I feel like he doesn't. I really, really feel like he doesn't.
Especially if his stuff was like a hit and he made a ton of money off. He's like, I can make millions off of this guy. I cannot let him walk away.
Yeah.
What are these two dudes up to?
They're gonna go find Heisenberg.
Is that what they're... Yeah?
Yes.
Oh boy, Walt. These two dudes look kind of scary.
A los narcos más fregones de Michoacán,
Dude, you talk too much.
Qué chidas las botas,
Yeah, you just realized that you talk too much.
The hell's going on in there?
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Did they just kill all those people?
Oh shit. Don't you know you just need to lay there?
Don't you want to back up a little?
It's like, nah, we go.
They didn't even flinch.
I feel like they could have driven a little farther so that they didn't have to walk so damn far. I don't know, just a thought. That's the end of the episode?
Shit.
What?
And this is exactly why Walter just can't get out. Like, he could be out as much as he wants to be. These two dudes are still coming for him.
Shit, right?
It doesn't matter. You might as well just go do the work and make the money and hope you don't get killed and are caught in the long run. He's already gone so far. Like, he's already done so much that it would just get him killed or arrested for the rest of his life. You've already lost your family. Skyler has, absolutely wants nothing to do with you, clearly.
And knows what you've been doing.
And knows. She's pretty smart.
I mean, she caught up, and finally, she caught up to that.
I mean, she remembered Jesse which I kind of even forgot about myself that she knew all about.
Yeah, she knows
that.
about him, his MySpace page.
Yeah, and just the fact that like all the money and the cell phones, it makes sense. She just thought it was going to be a little bit of weed dealing, not meth.
Not that kind of money, girlfriend. Not that kind of... Well, I mean, I don't know, though.
I mean, I don't know, but I don't think you make as much.
I don't feel like weed dealers are rolling in dough like that.
They are.
Are they?
Yeah. But I think it's different. I don't know. Drug experts, share your thoughts below.
Or not. Incriminating evidence.
Oh, I just knew a guy.
I knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy who could also provide you some cement shoes.
We got no Saul in this episode, unfortunately.
No.
But yeah, like Walt could wish and get out of it as much as he wants. He's fucked. He is so deep in the game, it don't even matter at this point.
But he said no. He told Gus no.
And he's another dude I don't feel like you want to piss off.
Yeah.
Or say no to.
I'm like, you tell me when I'm done. Thank you, sir. I'll have another.
He's like, you're going to say no to me? Okay. I'm going to go friggin' visit your brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that already.
Like, he's in a no leverage, lose everything situation. He has no, except making $3 million, there really isn't a lot that he could like benefit here. Like Skyler could just like, you either leave me the fuck alone or I'm gonna tell Hank what the hell you're doing. Like,
I know, and like the wrong kind of family member to have at that point.
Right. And it's like Gus knows who Hank is now, and he's like, oh, you're not gonna make me all this money, I'm gonna go tell him.
Yeah, but Walt doesn't know that Gus knows Hank.
Right, but he could totally spill that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just saying though.
That I have a feeling that's something. Gus is a veteran of the game. Clearly, he knows exactly what he's doing.
He's very calm, cool, and collected, and can fuck up your shit real fast.
He will hold on to that information as long as he needs to. He won't offer that up any sooner than he has to, knowing all the stuff that he does know about, Walt, because that's a smart thing to do. It's definitely one of those situations where I feel like Gus is going to try to gather as much information on him as possible just to know, just to have it.
And what are those two brothers? I'm going to call them twins. What are the twins going to do?
I don't know. I mean, they clearly went through some kind of ritual and hung Heisenberg's picture in there.
Up there.
Yeah, they're clearly leaving Mexico, going into the States to go find him.
I mean, and they're real close. Texas is right next to New Mexico, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
I mean, Texas is gigantic.
That's terrifying. It is.
But we don't know exactly where in Texas that they entered. But, I mean, if it's... Because Hank was in El Paso, which isn't that far from Mexico or Albuquerque, I don't think. I did not do well in geography, so I'm just throwing that out there.
Let me Google that.
I mean, they traveled back and forth pretty quick when Hank he had that short stint with in Texas.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I'm not the best with maps, so I could be completely
I don't have my glasses on, I can't do math.
I could be way off. But regardless, like, Walt is in the worst possible situation, it feels like right now. Everybody is catching on to who he is, what he's doing. He's got... I'm going to just take a guess that these dudes are, like, cartel related.
They gotta be, right?
Maybe they were, like, hired assassins by them or something. Be like, can you go take this motherfucker out? Because he is screwing up our business.
But, like, this whole shit about, like, army crawling up to, like,
I don't...
make your, like...
I'm going to have to Google that.
Request of... I don't even know what the fuck, but...
I'm going to look that one up and see what that's all about, and we'll probably talk about it in the next video.
Maybe you should go through the moderators first.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. And it feels like we're getting a major shift in Jesse's character, because now he's like, oh, I'm the bad guy. Like,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I have a feeling it's probably good for him.
I mean, like, do you think he's gonna want to be going back to, like, making meth?
I mean, he wanted that money. He immediately told Walt, like, I'm better. I'm done using. I want my money. I don't know what that is going to... That maybe that becomes, again, another problem for Walt. Like, I don't know. It feels like everything is crashing down on Walt.
Literally,
figuratively. To go back to that accident and everything just crumbling apart in his life. And him causing other people's lives to crumble and fall apart.
Yeah.
That domino effect was just...
insane.
Crazy with what he has kind of done.
I mean, everything boils down to Walt. Everything.
It really does.
Yeah.
And, you know, regardless of what his intentions are, of him wanting to do good by his family and this and that, but, like, regardless, a lot of people are dead. Like, a lot of people's lives are ruined. His life is ruined. I mean, he's got a ton of money, but he even said, he's like, I got money, I don't have my family. So, yeah, you paid the ultimate price there, because you have a newborn that you're not going to ever get to see. So...
Holly. That sucks.
That's a rough situation, but the whole... Like, I'm really intrigued by Jesse, because maybe he's going to, like, be tougher, maybe stand up for himself more, do better by him.
More respectable, question mark?
Maybe. I mean, it could also maybe get him into a little bit more trouble.
More trustworthy? Yeah, I don't know.
But the self-awareness is really important. Like, maybe that helps him. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he's bullshitting about using. Maybe he just did that just to get out.
I am worried that he's going to use again.
I mean...
It is nice to see him, like, a little clear-headed.
Yeah.
Even though he's got a fucked up, like, ideal of what happened in his head.
Well, yeah, I mean, he feels like he's to blame for everything, when Walt should probably be honest with him, too, and be like, hey, look... I entered your bedroom that night that she died, and I kind of rocked her onto her back, which caused her, and I could have saved her, and I didn't.
You can't say that. You cannot tell Jesse that.
That conversation has to happen one day.
No.
You think he just sits on that forever? And
You can't.
I mean, I didn't think he was going to tell Sky.
I mean, unless he's ready to, like, never see Jesse again, that's when you tell him.
Yeah.
By the way.
But you follow that up with, hey, we can make $1.5 million.
Each. Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It's a good start to season 3, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I just don't see... I don't see how Walt gets out of this. I don't see how Walt, with the exception of getting a whole ton of money, like, gets out of this okay. There's too much against him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that goatee is looking pretty savage, though.
Stupid.
That's for sure.
Stupid.
Any other thoughts?
Nope. Are you ready for my emojis?
You got them?
Yep.
All right, let's hear them.
I'm going to make it super duper simple. The twins. That's it. There's an emoji on my phone. It's got, like, the two kids, the two little boys. Or you can make it, just two people. Or just write the twins.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Leave them emojis down below. We absolutely love seeing them. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy
it. I love it. It makes me aware that you watched this far.
Exactly. You're engaged with us. You listen to us. You're here for us, and we get to play a game together. It's fun. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we will see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.